Hello, hello. Welcome back to The Sweet Spot. I love checklists. I think they are so stinking helpful to basically stay on course, and that's it. In this episode, I'm going to give you a list of things to check during the first quarter of 2025 to ensure that your SEO and content marketing is in tip-top shape. Then following that, I'm going to share a digital marketing tool that you might like to try out. Welcome to the Small Business Sweet Spot. I'm Barb Davids, and I'm here to help you get more website traffic and leads with simple, actionable SEO and content strategies. In each episode, I share tips and tactics and talk with other business owners who help us grow both in our business and in life. I'm so glad you're here. Let's go. So to stay organized with the list, I have numbered them. There are 8 things in the list, and you can get a copy of this list knowing that as you're listening to this, it's probably going to be hard to remember them all, likely, depending on how you're listening to this. And so if you go to the show notes, there will be a link to the blog post where you can check out all the items and then just copy paste that into a Google Doc and you have your checklist. Okay, the first one on our list is check your site's health. I like to call it a site health check because I'm so sick of hearing site audit, but that's really what it is. So there's a lot of free tools out there. You can run a site audit for your website. You don't have to buy a tool. There's one from Ahrefs that gives you, it's in a very nicely laid out report, and it will tell you exactly what's wrong. If it's like an emergency, you have to hurry up and fix it. Or if it's just something kind of like informational, it's probably something you need to check, but not really important. And then identify those and fix those issues. So that's number 1. Number 2, measure performance. So take a look at last quarter's performance on blog posts and see what's working and what's not. So some of the things you might want to take a look at are rankings, of course. You might want to take a look at click-through rate. So if you go into your Google Search Console, you can see what the page is ranking for, how many impressions it got, and then the click-through rate. So for example, if you had a page that was sitting on page 2 even in page 1, bottom of page 1, and it looks like it's getting a ton of impressions, but the click-through rate is pretty low, and low is pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? It's all relative, right? But if you're looking at like less than 1% or even less than 0.5% or 0.0 something, see if there's something that you can do to that page with the page title and page description to see if you can improve the click-through rate. And then the other part of the performance from Q4 that you'll want to take a look at is lead generation or sales. Depending on what your website's goal is, take a look at the pages and see if they are driving leads like you want them to. And then based off of all that, just adjust any strategies that you might have for the following quarter. Brief side note here. If your SEO feels overwhelming and like a whole different language and you want more traffic and leads, then my SEO Power Up Plan is for you. It's a free service designed to show you the traffic you're missing out on and how that missed traffic translates to sales. You'll get a clear look at what's working, what's not, and where you can focus for better SEO results. Head to the link in the show notes to get your free SEO Power Up Plan. All right, let's jump back to the episode. Number 3, review target keywords. For this one, verify that the target keywords that you are targeting, there you go, your target words that you are targeting are still relevant and aligned with your business goals and what you're trying to do with your website. You might find that there's some new keyword opportunities based off of site behavior, search behavior, that kind of thing, and see if there's any new ones that you would like to target. Number 4, a mini competitor analysis. Just kind of review the landscape, take a look around, poke around the websites, different search terms that you want to rank for, and see if there's anything new that stands out on their website or even new websites that come up, and just let yourself go down a rabbit hole. Sometimes you might find some new ideas, some new strategies in filling in some of the gaps that you might see as you're going through the different websites. Number 5, refresh content. This goes hand in hand with measuring performance. You're going to take a look at some of the poor performing content that you have and just improve that for hopefully increasing the engagement and increasing conversions. You might want to add any new testimonials and or case studies to your website. Just taking a look at anything that maybe is over a year old is generally what I recommend. Number 6, plan content for Q2. So create your content calendar with blog posts, social media posts, and any other content that you might be doing in your strategy for the second quarter. And make sure that it is aligned with what your audience is looking for and their interests and anything new that's come up, especially since if you do have some past performance information, you can use some of that to guide you for the second quarter. Number 7, add new testimonials. You can add new testimonials through in your website, through maybe your other social channels, or even move some around. And number 8, redistribution. So what content did you share in the last quarter, quarter 4, that can be shared again in quarter 2? And work that into your content calendar. And that's your checklist. What I hope you take away from this episode is the intention to look into one of these items and then put it in your calendar and then get her done. Once you do, let me know how it goes. And now for a digital marketing tool. I love me a good digital marketing tool. I check them out all the time. I don't know what it is about them, but I'm always so intrigued with what different things can do to help me improve my business and make things go smoother or just help me see new things. And some of them I am an affiliate of, which means they pay me to promote their tool. And I'm happy to do so as long as I am currently using it, or I have used it or tried it, or even if someone I totally trust recommends it to me. So this week's tool is Clarity, and this one is free. So you put a little piece of code on your website and they make it super easy. They tell you how to do it, and it will show you and capture and record what your website visitor is doing on your website. It shows you where their mouse goes, what they click, what pages, how many pages they visited. You can totally see everything they're doing it as if it's like a live video. You don't have to worry about sensitive private information. That stuff is masked out. And what this can do is help you improve your website for your visitors. So you might find that people are getting confused. Maybe they're going back and forth. They flip page to page. That might indicate that they're getting confused about like what to do or where to go next. So you can use this as a website improvement tool. So give that a try and let me know how you like it. And that wraps up this episode. Thank you for spending your time with me today. Stay tuned for more episodes to help your business thrive online. I'll see you in the next sweet spot. High five. Thank you for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you're looking for SEO and content marketing help, you can find all kinds of information at compassdigitalstrategies.com. And if you like the episode, please tell a friend. Cheers.